praise you. I lift you up, for you are worthy of all the praise. In everything I do, let it be pleasing in thy sight. I love you, yes, I do, more than words could ever say. Oh, Lord, my strength, my redeemer. Dearly beloveds, I want to thank you all for gathering today with the Queen. You see, I didn't come to bury the hatchet. I came to bury the wig. All right? That's what I came to do. So let's get into it. And so you see, Wig has taken it upon herself to have myself and Mechee X and Angel served with a cease and desist. Her attorney asked us to call him, to reach out to him before September the 2nd. And so here I sit. And we did reach out to her attorney and we spoke to him and I recorded the conversation. Okay, so I'm going to play a bit of that conversation with Wig's attorney for you. And also, I want to say this. At the end of the day, a Wig has told her attorney that I committed defamation and slander against her. She says that I told people that she was a cult leader and that she defrauded her customers. He called them customers, I called them subscribers. Well, here's the thing. The problem with that whole narrative for Wig is that her own former subscribers came on my show and they said that she defrauded them. Some of them sent me emails. Some of them had Zoom meetings with me. And they said that she defrauded them. So she needs to prove that I lied. That's what she needs to do. And also, with that all being said, if she thought this poor little attempt was going to intimidate me, right? It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. You see, because I know that I told the truth. I told no lies. And I never called her a cult leader. What I said was, she has named her people hashtag Vicki Nation, and she got that from a cult leader by the name of Nature Boy, who calls his cult Carbon Nation. And I also mentioned Autumn Nation. So I never said specifically that she was a cult leader, so she can miss me with it. She's asked that I demanded, not asked. In the paperwork, it says, and I'll just pull the paperwork up. I'm going to share my screen and let you all see what was sent to me by her attorney. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this foolishness, because that's absolutely what I consider it to be. Because she knows darn well she started this whole debacle. She brought this on herself. Once again, she's trying to play the victim. But hold on, because here we go again. There you all see it. Now I'm going to tell you what I found interesting about this whole thing. What I found interesting is when you scroll down to the bottom, hold on. Where's the part that I really want you all to pay attention to? Hold on, beloveds. So there's a specific part in here where she says that I called her a cult leader. You are hereby advised that under Colorado law, you may be held liable for damages resulting from the repetition of any false and defamatory statements you've made. And for those defamations, you have caused to be published by associates at your direction. I find that interesting. You see, the reason I find that interesting is because I never directed anyone to publish anything. Anything that I published, I did it myself. You see, Wig was the one who had people publish things. She's the one who had people covertly go and target people's channels for false flags. And we have proof of that. So what is Wig talking about? I never directed anyone to do anything. You see, I do these things all by myself and on my own. I need not enlist the aid of others as she does. All right. But here's what I thought was more interesting. I want you all to pay attention. In some part of this, let me see if I can find the specific part where she said that I called her a cult leader, per se. Hold on, beloveds, bear with me. It's a lot of legal jargon, and you know I'm good at deciphering all of that. But hold on one second. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, I want y'all to pay attention. Now, right here, let me see if I can zoom in so you all can see that a little bit better. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, right here, it says, in particular, you accused Miss Dillard of defrauding her customers and running a cult, among numerous other spurious and defamatory accusations. I want you all to pay attention to that. You see, the reason why that is so important, beloveds, the reason that part is so important is because she said I accused her of running a cult and defrauding her customers. Yes, I did accuse her of defrauding her customers. Her customers told me, her subscribers told me that they were defrauded with the fake keys, the fake ATM cards. So that's what they said. And they will testify to that in court. I've already spoken with them, some of them. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, I never said that she was a cult leader. That's what I didn't say. So miss me with that. Another thing is, what I find interesting is this. Pay attention. She said that there was fraudulent documents and stuff being used, right? Y'all remember she said that. Now, the funny thing is, she said that I lied about her being a political activist, about why she went to federal prison. She said that the FBI lied on her, that the charges were trumped up. That's what she said, right? So all of that information is on public record. But here's the thing that I find the most interesting about that. She never listed any of that in the law, in the paperwork that I received. She didn't say anything about me lying about her being a political activist and fighting for Black folk. She didn't say that I lied about the paperwork that I showed saying that she committed wire fraud, mortgage fraud, bank fraud. She didn't say that I lied about her making elderly Black people be homeless, all right, forging a $130,000 check, her and her co-conspirators. She didn't say anything about that. You know why she didn't say anything about that? Because it's true. It's all true. Absolutely. She's no activist fighting for Black folk. She fought for herself. That's what she did. And at the end of the day, she did everything that I said she did. And I'm not going to take down any videos. That's what she wants me to do. The attorney said that she wanted me to retract my statements. I will not retract anything because, in fact, everything that I said about her is 100% true. And I'm standing on that. If I were lying, I would not even be doing this video. If I were lying, I would not have done any of the videos. I'm the queen of receipts, and I don't say or do anything unless I have receipts. So Wig can miss me with it. Now, if she wants to take this to court, then let's go. All right, let's go, because I have my receipts. But I'm going to play for you now. And let me just remind you all of something. This is agent behavior. You see, she took the money. She bragged about making $100,000 from webinars. But then her attorney lawyer basically tries to imply that because I posted some footage of her webinars that she did back in January, that she did back in October of 2021, that I made her lose money. I didn't make her lose money. In fact, she bragged on a whole video that she made $100,000 from those webinars. So how did I make her lose money? You see, when she did those webinars, that was months ago. She already made her money from them. Those were over and done. Now, when people sent them to me and I shared them, well, there was no money to lose because she'd already done them and made her money. And not to mention, I'm not the only one who has them. They're already public because people sent them to me. How did I get them? So that's what she needs to talk about. At the end of the day, this is absolutely agent behavior. She's really upset because she's losing money because Angel Love is no longer managing her fan page, promoting all of her works and webinars and videos and all of those things. Angel's no longer doing that, and that's cost her significantly. And not to mention that many of her own subscribers have realized that she's just been telling lies and all of that. Okay? And at the end of the day, her saying that I directed anyone to do anything is laughable because her own subscribers came on my channel, Mr. Hotel, Ishara, Angel Love. They all came on my channel, you see, and they've all said that she was telling people amongst her crew to flag people's videos. Now, we know that she absolutely had Angel and other people flagging Mechee's videos, all right? And I absolutely believe that she had them false flagging mine as well. So with that all being said, have several seats is what she needs to do. Now, I'm going to play this recording of our conversation because me and Angel called her attorney on three-way. And I recorded the conversation, okay? And here's the thing. You can absolutely record a conversation as long as you're a party to it. So that's what I did. So I'm going to play an excerpt. I'm not going to play the whole thing because, as I recall, it's about 30 minutes long, okay? It's actually about 30 minutes long. So with that all being said, let's get into it. Because I don't know who Wig thought she was messing with, but like Bone Crusher, I ain't never scared, all right? Especially when I got the truth on my side. I told zero lies, honey. Zero lies. So here's the recording. Pay attention.
Email from you earlier today. I was calling you to discuss this.
Okay, Lucretia. So how can I help you?
So you can help me by, let me just first let you know, I do have counsel, so I will be forwarding your letter as you stated.
Also, I'm sorry, Angel. Also, let him know that Miss Shakur is also on the phone. Okay, go ahead, Angel.
And Mr.
Miss Shakur. Yes, you sent me a letter also in reference to Vicki Dillard. Okay, go ahead, Angel.
Yes. So what I wanted to let you know is that those false statements that you said to me regarding defaming Vicki Dillard's character is a lie. She actually defamed my character. She actually posted my picture and false information on her personal platform platforms, all her business platforms, including Facebook, social media. It was sent to millions of people, and I'm also taking legal actions against her because she left it posted for over a month. She even pinned it, and she even ordered people to take care of me for being a snitch, which she does have a video of it that I can forward.
And I have the video also. But hold on, Angel. Also let him know that not only did she post those things, that when you spoke to the police about it, they said even though she tried to delete it after the fact, which was about a month and a half later, that it's still going to be able to be pulled up.
Absolutely, because all they have to do is subpoena all the platforms she did it on.
And which we will.
It could be, it's just too many people tweeted it, too many people shared it, too many people liked it. It's there, so she can't deny it.
And you and I both received, I'm sorry, but also Angel and I both received threatening phone calls. Now, we can't prove that Ms. Dillard got these people to call us, but it's very likely that she did. And so with that all being said, in civil court, we only have to prove by preponderance of the evidence, as we know. So, and we have other information to prove that the things that let me just say this, Angel, before you get back started. The things that Ms. Shakur posted in the videos that I did about her, I have proof of all of that. It's on the FBI's website. She's a whole fraudulent, convicted of wire fraud, bank fraud, and mortgage fraud. And she served time for it. So all of the evidence is, hold on, let me finish. Oh, sure, go ahead.
And, here's the thing. So obviously I'm the middle guy here.
Right.
Obviously my interests are for my client.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I do believe my client. And here's the thing. Obviously I have not heard your side of the story, so I'm just going off of the facts that I understand them to be based off of my client.
Right.
And here's the thing. Obviously, in a perfect world, 100% my interests lay with my client.
Yes, they should.
I would love everyone just to calm down and just leave each other alone.
This is the thing. So let me say this, Mr. Harper.
Yeah.
Hey, Ms. Shakur, don't say nothing.
Okay.
Because this is really between Vicki Dillard and me, Lucretia Love. Because I was the one who had the relationship with her. I was the one who was working for her for 2.5 years for free. I was the one promoting her businesses and assisting her as her personal assistant. So the issue is with me. You just put the stuff on the internet that the FBI already has on the internet. But the issue started between me and Vicki. So I understand what you're saying, Mr. Harper, and your alliance is with your client, which I do understand that as well. Mm-hmm. But what you don't know about your client and what she did not disclose to you, which I can email to you with your client's name and everything, is my damn face posted on her social media platform, my name, my likeness, my address, my phone number, my social security number, my mother's address, my children, everything on her platform that she shared throughout all of her platforms, which she will be responsible for. So your client probably didn't disclose that to you, sir. And it stayed there multiple times, multiple months. People even asked her, could you take it off? People who know us mutually, and she told them no. They are witnesses in my case as well. Because it won't be hearsay. It'll be from the person who asked her to take it off, and she told them no. So your client, so I understand you are bound by them, but please understand what you're about to get into, because number one, I did nothing illegal. Everything that I have said and done was in defense of myself and my character. Every security camera that I had to install, because I'm in fear of my life, because she put my personal address out, and I can prove she did it because she asked me for my personal information. She asked me for my social security. I texted to her. I sent it directly to her. Either one of the addresses that she had was not even listed on my credit report or anything else. Why? Because I never informed the government that I lived there. She knew. But the person she had called me also knew and said it and posted it. So that is a direct link. No one else had that information because it was a new address. So I have my proof. But I'm just calling you because you said contact you before September 2nd, which I did. But you also need to, because I've already filed a warrant for her arrest. Just so you know, it's already been filed. The judge is trying to figure out the jurisdiction because we are interstate. I'm in Georgia, she's there. I've already provided all my proof to the court, to the magistrate court. I've already filed fraud charges against her because I had money coming out of my account. Both my has been tampered with. No, I have proof of it all. I have case numbers of it all. So just so you know what you're about to get into with your client.
And then let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this also. I'm not going to remove the videos for the simple fact I never told one lie on her. Like I said, all the information I got was already online, and that's where I got it. Another thing is, and some of it was from the Freedom of Information Act, but also another thing is, as far as me saying that she was a cult leader, I never said that. I said that she was acting like one. There's a difference. And I also said that she started calling her people Vicki Nation, which was a copy from a cult leader who calls their group Carbon Nation. And he's actually a cult. That's what I said. I also said that someone that she was having close ties to has been accused of being a cult leader. And I choose my words carefully because, first of all, I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And at the end of the day, I know exactly to be careful of everything I say. And in fact, one of my other YouTube friends, Tasha K, just lost a defamation suit to Cardi B. And so I followed that case very carefully. So I'm always careful about how I choose my words. The thing is this, she is losing money. And the reason she's losing money is because the scam is up. Okay, her people, her own subscribers, her customers, they're the ones, they literally came on my show on the videos. I can send them to you if you like. But they came on my show, and they are the ones who said that she defrauded them. I brought witnesses on the show, 3 or 4 of them. I believe it was 4. Okay, and there's another young man that she lied on who also wants to sue her for lying on him, saying that he threatened her. And so that was all a lie. All of these things have been proven. We have receipts of all of this stuff. I guarantee you she cannot show you one bit of evidence that we lied about anything. Another thing I want to say in closing is the webinars that she's talking about. Well, she didn't lose any money from those webinars. Those webinars are public because people sent them to me. So if people sent them to me, that means they're already public. Other people have them. And at the end of the day, she didn't lose anything because she did the webinar, one of them in October of 2021. She'd already made her money from that. She was no longer doing that same webinar. And then she did another one in January 2022. I showed clips from that. She'd already made her money. And in fact, she posted a video bragging that she made $100,000 from the webinars. So with that all being said, she lost nothing. She's going to have to prove that I lied on her. She's going to have to prove that I made her lose something. And the other elements and all of that. And then I shared it with a third party, which absolutely I did because I did it on my live stream. But I have no defamation. So tell her if she wants to move forward that myself, Miss Love, and the other young lady, Mechee X, I don't remember Mechee's real name, but we'll all get together and get an attorney.
That's her real name,
Michelle Kotek, that's right, I forgot. So we'll all get together. We'll all get together and fight her in court because we're not going to retract anything. We told no lies. We don't have to prove we lied. We didn't lie. We don't have to prove that we told the truth. She has to prove that we did. And so that's what she's going to have to do. So we'll see her in court. And I have no problem with coming to Colorado. But I'm going to stand on everything that I said about Ms. Dillard. And I'm going to do a video about this. And I'm not going to use her name. But at the end of the day, I'm going to talk about this. Because she's not going to shut me up because I'm not telling any lies.
But let me ask the lawyer this. If he can say, and how he says, you leave her alone, she leaves you alone, my whole thing, sir, and if this goes to trial or whatever, you'll see, because you'll do the research, and you'll see where I have said, I did not say anything negative to Vicki or about Vicki. When our relationship ended, I asked Vicki, and I have proof, all of this is in documents. This is not hearsay, this is paper. I literally emailed her and said, hey, can we have a one-on-one talk? She didn't want to talk to me. She wanted to send representatives. I said, I don't want to talk to nobody. And then she just ended our relationship. I said, fine, I respect you. I wish you well. Good luck. I'm going my way. Go your way. She then asked could I change a fan page that I had that had her name because I was her, like I said, assistant. I actually was her digital content creator and promoter. I edited all her videos. I moderated all her shows. I post all her work. She lost money because she got rid of me, even though I was working for free. That is why she's not making money now, because I'm not promoting her.
That's right.
That is why.
And then for her, another thing, Angel, when she wants you to remove the BGR headquarters, well, that she doesn't own that.
Well, let me tell him this. And he's a lawyer, so he knows this. Anybody can have a fan page. First of all, Beyonce got about 30 of them. I had a fan page that was the Vicki Dillard fan page. When we separated, I said I will respect you. I will remove your name, and I won't. That's it. I
the webinar.
We were, to the webinar. I didn't go because we weren't friends at the time. Someone else went, and they sent me the information. She literally talked about me for 35 minutes in a paid webinar. So if she does not want anyone to talk about her or mention her name, sir, you have to tell her to be quiet, to shut up. She thinks she's not talking about us, although because she's not saying our name, but she's throwing subliminal. She's saying the whole situation without saying our name.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. She has basically said my name. She has posted. What she has done is she posted a screenshot of a comment that I left on her platform to one of her subscribers. I asked them a question. I didn't say anything to her when I left the comment, but what she did was she screenshot the comment and posted it all over her social media with my name on it, and saying that I was obsessed with her, and said that I was sick, #sick, #obsessed, and said that I was on her, trying to insinuate that I'm stalking her or something because I left the comment on her page. And so then what she's continued to do, if she wants to talk about harassment, what she's continued to do is post screenshots of comments of her subscribers that are still with her saying negative things about me. She's posted this all over the place. Hold on. Right, she's done that to both of us. But hold on, here's the thing. I have done the same thing, only after she did it, and the timestamps will prove that. She started this whole thing first and continued to do it. And hold on, and I have a video also where I said, if she wants me to stop talking about her, then stop talking about me. Leave it alone. And then I came back and I said, well, she won't leave it alone. She keeps making videos. So I'm going to keep making videos. And so that's just what it is. And we have witnesses to everything we're saying. It's not just us three. We have witnesses. Like I said, 4 of her...
There's a whole bunch of people that's about to do a class action lawsuit
against her, absolutely.
Because they all are paying subscribers, which they pay monthly. I was one of them. $50 a month to go to her webinar.
And she defrauded them selling the fake keys.
Even have a license to charge for this type of stuff. Telling people how to make money. You gotta have a security license.
Thank you.
Holding your state and any other state. And she's telling people, if you do this, you're guaranteed to make money.
That's not.
She's sending us merchandise. She's sending us special stuff to make money with, like these fake credit card things, these fake keys that if you do this, and
ATM cards, fake ATM cards and all that.
We've never made any money. We've been ripped off, and we're doing a class action lawsuit. So it's not just me, it's about 50 people.
So tell them to get ready. Because just like there was 50 people that testified to her when she went to prison for her mortgage fraud and all that, there's going to be at least that many coming at her for this. And we're not playing any games. And I'm not going to stop. I'm actually going to talk about this on the broadcast today, so you can let her know that too. As long as I tell the truth, I'm not worried about it. Because what she needs to do as far as her webinars are concerned, I'm going to need her to prove that I made her lose money by posting her webinars. But she knows that's a lie, because those webinars were done January of 2022 and October of 2021, and I didn't show them until July. And someone sent them to me, and I'm not going to say who, but several of her subscribers sent them to me. And that's how I was able to show them. So if they sent them to me, who else did they send them to? She needs to sit down somewhere. So I'm done with this conversation. I thank you for sending us the paperwork and having us to call you. But I would like for you...
One other thing I want to mention that you mentioned first, you said about the occult. Let me tell you something. I know you don't know any of this, so listen. Vicki Dillard has partnered with this man named Terrain Hicks, who has been allegedly tied to sex trafficking and under women being missing. It was on the news. So I'm not disagreeing.
It was on the news, absolutely.
It was on the news.
And I spoke to the and listen, hold on. And I spoke to the lady with the Missing Persons Project on Facebook who actually spoke to him, because the mother and the aunt did interviews. So this is all verified information. So, and I said that he was, and here's what I said. I said he has been accused of being a cult leader, because that's all over the internet too that he is. And then also he has a website, or he has a YouTube. Yeah, the occult college.
Actually, he has an occult college where you can enroll and sign up to his college to learn things of the occult. The reason why people assume that your client is giving that on the webinar, it's on video, it can be proven in no limit of time. So if you're doing this now, people have the right to assume you're in the occult.
And another thing is that stuff that they're doing, I compared it to Peter Popoff selling that fake miracle water. That's what I did. And the clients or customers, they felt that they were defrauded because she sold them ATM cards, fake ATM cards, fake keys, and told them that this would bring them money if they say these incantations and all this foolishness, and none of it worked. And some people, in fact, said that it was worse than before. And so we have these people that came on my videos, on my live streams, and they spoke out about this themselves. So it's not like I'm lying on her saying that she frauded them. That's what they said.
Okay, so can I cut you guys off?
Sure, sure.
Obviously, because I have a meeting here
great.
in a couple of minutes. But, I mean, here's the thing. Obviously, based off of the cease and desist letters, there might have been some type of litigation being mentioned pursuing further. But I will guarantee you one thing, or, I will say this, the less videos or the less things that basically, you interact with, Vicki Dillard, and I'm not pointing fingers here.
Right.
Obviously, the cease and desist letter, the cease and desist letter obviously, says that you're doing this, please stop it. So automatically you assume that what you're doing is, I'm accusing you of doing something wrong. Obviously, that letter has that type of tone, but, that letter is not to say, hey, we're going to be filing lawsuits or we're doing anything. It's just a preliminary type of letter to just make sure that you understand that, all of these things. And again, you have your facts. This is the first time we've ever talked.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, I've talked to my client. I only have one side of the story. But, to prevent, and again, I'm trying to play mediator here a little bit. Obviously, there will be potentially no further actions. I can't guarantee it. But the chances of no further actions being taken other than the cease and desist letter, as long as, the YouTube videos, social media comments, and obviously you have your right to sue my client if her actions against you are being defamatory or she's saying things about you.
Mm-hmm.
But at least from my view, if you just tone down and please call Mechee because Mechee called me probably about 5 minutes before you called me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you put all your heads together, obviously all three of you got demand letters and cease and desist letters.
Right.
But I want to let you, and again, I'm not a judge or a jury, and while I have to defend my client's sort of side of the story, obviously there's always two sides, okay?
Yes, sir.
But I can guarantee you one thing, is that if everyone sort of lays off the YouTube videos, the social media posts about each other, there's most likely the chance of no further actions being taken, okay?
Okay.
Well, tell your client to do it first, but there will be further to me.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, obviously, I'm not allowed to just divulge any type of confidential information.
Right.
I've talked to my client, but I will tell you this, that, hey, if all three of you say, you know what, we're just going to lay off, obviously I'm going to tell my client to lay off because, hey, it goes both ways here.
Right. You're right.
And again, I'm trying to, make sure that we all have a resolution here, but, obviously, I'm a civil litigator. I actually don't even like lawsuits. Although I'm involved I'm involved in a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
My job is to try to prevent them. And while cease and desist letters definitely get a rise out of people, I certainly don't want you to take my letter as a sort of an indication to each other to say, you know what, now we're going to ramp it up. I definitely don't want to have...
Mine went criminal. This is past civil because she caused me harm for real, exposing my information. So,
and I'll say this.
And that's your prerogative. Obviously, that's your right. Obviously, I'm telling you both our side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not telling you to utilize your rights in this regard.
Mm-hmm.
But I certainly don't want to see this, get even bigger than what it should have been in the very beginning. But I will have to say that I can't make any guarantees that my client doesn't want to bring charges or bring a case. That's definitely her prerogative.
Mm-hmm.
But she's definitely not going to be happy if she hears that all three parties are going to be ramping up efforts in whatever way they think possible to try to harm or disparage the other parties.
Right. You can tell her whatever you want to tell her, but she'll be hearing from me real soon, or the cops, either or.
And then also, the last thing I want to say is, I lost my thought, but yeah, so I'm not gonna entertain her, but I will be talking about this. I'm absolutely gonna let everybody know that she sent this, because I find it also interesting. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna wrap it up, but I am gonna talk about this, and that'll be the end of it after that. And I won't say her name. I'll talk in subliminals as she does. But also, you can tell your client this from me. You can tell her that myself and Mechee, we're very upset because of the fact that she left people homeless on the streets with her scam. But not only that, we're even also upset because she sent people, her subscribers and her moderators, and Angel can attest to that because Angel has admitted to us that she did it also, because Angel's one of the people she sent. She sent people to flag our videos, okay? False flag our videos so that we would have problems with YouTube. My entire YouTube channel was taken for 8 months. I had to fight and go to court and all that to get it back. And so with that all being said, for me to find out that she was behind these things, and also Mechee was making over $10,000 per month being monetized on YouTube. And then thanks to Vicki sending people to false flag her videos, she's no longer being monetized. So we will absolutely be obtaining counsel and getting them to subpoena those records so we can prove who flagged us. Because even if she didn't do it, some of her people are saying that she told them to do it. And it's more than one. And we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
So thank you.
Here's the thing, before you guys leave, I do want to say this. I really do appreciate you giving me a call. I know it's not easy, but I do want to say I appreciate your phone call, and I will relay your message to my client.
Okay.
And obviously, again, my interests lay with my client, but I do appreciate sometimes being the middleman to try to understand the facts.
Yes,
okay?
absolutely. Yes, and then thanks. Okay, so I think we've heard enough, beloveds. So here's the thing: you all heard what her lawyer was saying, right? He said that there may not be any further actions. That depends on her. Well, I don't care if there is further actions. I don't care. Because I didn't lie about one single thing, okay? I told no lies. At the end of the day, I always choose my words carefully. You see, I'm no fool. I am the queen of receipts. And I only talk about things that I can prove. And I show the receipts for that. Anything else that I said that I didn't prove or couldn't prove, I said it was alleged, okay? Or it was my opinion. That's what I said. I never called her a cult leader, so she can miss me with it. But I want you to, again, pay attention, beloveds, because here's the thing. We're going to have our trivia in a minute, so don't you all leave. Make sure you stay tuned, because we're going to have our trivia again, and I'm giving out prizes. So, but here's the thing. Vince I Am says you always choose your words carefully. Thank you, beloved. Yes. So here's the thing, though. I want y'all to pay attention that in that cease and desist letter where she accused me of defaming her, she only accused me of calling her a cult leader and saying that she defrauded her subscribers, her customers. She didn't say anything about her case. I want you to pay attention to that, because she has gone on and on and on and on in these videos, talking subliminally, likening myself and Angel to agents and all of that, and saying that people were lying on her, producing fraudulent documents that the feds used against her in court. That's what she said. These documents are not false, but I want you to pay attention. She said she fought Wall Street attorneys and all of that, right? And that I was lying about, her case. But she didn't tell the attorney that. She didn't say anything to the attorney, according to that paperwork that we all got. She didn't say anything about me lying about her federal case, about her making the elderly Black people, foundational Black Americans, as you all call them. She didn't say anything about me lying about her leaving them homeless on the streets. All right. That's what she didn't say. And I find that very interesting, because for her to go so hard in the paint and act like she was such a political activist and the government framed her and all of that, set her up, as she said, and talked about how she was in the belly of the beast, as if she was a whole political activist and all of that. Why didn't she put that in the defamation suit, or in the cease and desist about defamation? Why didn't she mention that? You know why she didn't mention it, beloveds? Because she knows it's all true. Okay, this is frivolous paperwork that we've received, and I, for one, am not deterred. I'm not intimidated. I've told no lies. I stand on every single thing that I said. And let me say this before we start our trivia. One of Wig's people was just in my chats a little while ago. I blocked him, and he said, each one teach one. He's talking about me. Pay attention. He said, each one teach one, but you stay going in only on our people. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. Okay? Because I expose fraudsters amongst us doesn't mean I'm going against my people. If we want to talk about who goes against our people, well, that would have to be Wig. You see, Wig only goes against our people. She doesn't go hard in the paint on wanting supremacy. That's what she doesn't do. And pay attention. She does all these videos talking about she's been blocked from all these other people. Nobody cares about that. How's that helping us get liberation or reparations? It isn't. This is agent behavior. And you know why it's more so agent behavior? Not just because she went to an attorney. And let me say this, beloveds. She went to this attorney, I'm sure, because we just all received this paperwork today. I do believe that I triggered her. You see, because earlier this week on one of my broadcasts, I brought up the fact that she had not been saying anything about her legal team as of late. And she was not wanting to see me in court for defamation, libel, and slander because she knows I'm telling the truth. I dared her to see me in court. And so that's the only reason she filed this, I believe, because I think she was upset because I said that. She thought this would intimidate us and make us stop. It's not going to do anything. I'm not afraid. I'm never afraid when I have the truth on my side. What you all need to pay attention to is this is agent behavior, because she bragged about making $100,000 off of Black people in her webinars. But who did she give that money to? She didn't spend that money for her attorney in our community. She went outside of our community to spend that money with an attorney so she can miss us with it. That's what she can do. That's agents' behavior. All right, I want you to pay attention. You see, agents go out here and they do sneaky little things and covert things behind people's backs to try to bring people down, and then they get other people to do it for them or with them so they can hide their hands. And then when the people strike back in furious fashion, as the Queen did, then she wants to play the victim and go to massa and try to plead her case. All right? So pay attention. With that all being said, let's get ready for the trivia. Let's get ready for the trivia. I already have my questions. You all make sure that you send your answers to the root of all evil. All of the answers must be sent to the root of all evil 227 at gmail.com. All right, the root of all evil 227 at gmail.com. So let's get the questions out and let's get ready for that, honey. And let me tell y'all something, honey. I wasn't even going to talk about Wig today. Wasn't thinking about Wig today. I was going to talk about the activist Chris Wells in Kentucky, who was one of the people protesting for Breonna Taylor and how he was found dead days ago of an apparent suicide. That's what I was going to talk about at 6 o'clock. But because this came up, I still wanted to talk about the Breonna Taylor case and those activists because their lives matter. Their lives were important and they will be missed, just as all of the activists from Ferguson who have been found dead, okay? And none of those have ever been solved. Just as their lives mattered, I wanted to talk about all of them today and make the comparisons. And so I did. I did that live at 3:45 because I was determined to do this at 6. But I wasn't going to, just toss aside the Breonna Taylor case and the activists who've died, who've lost their lives. So I still talked about that because it was very important. It was actually more important than this. So that's why I did that first. So with that all being said, let's get into the questions of it all. All right. Let's get into the questions of it all. And let me just say this also, beloveds. The reason Wig is upset is because she's losing money. She's losing money because she's been found out, she's been exposed, all right, with truth and facts. That's why she's upset. That's why and I want y'all to pay attention, because here's how you know her motives for filing this. She didn't say anything about the stuff I claimed she did in her past with the fraud, the mortgage fraud, and all of that stuff, and leaving Black people homeless out on the streets because she defrauded them, her and her co-conspirators, and there was 50 plus witnesses to testify against her. She didn't mention that, not once. The only thing she said was the cult, me saying that she's a cult leader, and me saying that she defrauded her customers. You know why she's mad about those two things? I didn't even call her a cult leader. For one, I said that she took and copied from Nature Boy, who is a cult leader. Okay. But the reason she's upset about those things specifically, about me saying that she defrauded her customers, which her customers said she defrauded them. That's where I got it from. They came on my show and said it. But here's the reason why she's mad, because that has made many of them leave her, stop following her, because they've all found her out and she's losing money. And by the fact that I brought them on my platform to do videos about it, to talk about it and expose her for doing these things, she's losing money. The only thing she's ever cared about, I'm telling you this, in my opinion, the only thing she cares about is money. That's what I believe this is all about. That's why she only brought up the things about me saying that she defrauded her clients and saying something about her being a cult leader, which I never said. But at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, money. And she said something about me posting her webinars. At the end of the day, she can sue me all she wants. She better be able to walk into that courtroom and prove that I made her lose money from showing those webinar clips, because at the end of the day, she'd already made her money, and she posted a video bragging about making $100,000. So where's the liability? You see, there's elements that you have to meet in defamation, libel, and slander suits. The first element you have to do is prove that the person lied on you. So I want her to prove that I lied. Where is the lie? I want her to find it and prove it. And then you have to also prove that they cost you a loss. I didn't cause her any loss. She caused herself loss because people found out what she was doing. Okay. And then the next thing is, another thing is, they have to prove that you shared it with a third party. Well, yes, I absolutely did share this information with a third party because I showed it on my lives, but it was all true. So she's missing the main element of the defamation lawsuit, which is to prove that I lied. She'll never be able to do that because I never lied. Okay. That's what you won't be able to do. So let's get into it. That's right, baby boy. Fraud today. All right. So now let's get into the trivia of it all. Let me get my questions out. Where did I put them? Hold on, beloveds. Hold on. Okay. So question number 1. Jawara said the wig's up. Okay. So question number 1. Hold on, beloveds. Hold on. Is this it? I'm sorry. Hold on. This is the wrong questions. Hold on. Hold on for a second. Do I have the wrong notebook? I think this is it right here. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. All right, so the first question. Now remember, you can't put the answers in the chat. You have to be subscribed to my channels. You have to be subscribed to the original channel, which we're on now, and you have to be subscribed to the backup channel, okay, in order to win. So the first question, and you have to send the answers to the root of all evil 227 at gmail.com or at gmail.com. Yeah, you have to send it to that email. Moderators, please put the email in the chat where they need to send this. Follow the rules, please. Yes, absolutely. The root of all evil 227 at gmail.com. That's where your answers need to go. I'm giving you 40 seconds after I read the first question. You have 40 seconds, and let me make sure I got the emails up. Okay, yeah, I do. All right, so here's the question. Hold on, beloveds. Hold on. Let me find a good one. Okay. Here's the thing. The person who confessed, no, never mind. Forget that. Here's the question. Where were most of the bodies found? Most of the bodies of these Black women that were murdered in Chicago, the 51 Black women, where were most of the bodies found? That's the question. Where were most of the bodies found of these Black women who were murdered in Chicago with these unsolved murders? The Chicago Strangler is what they call it. Where were most of the bodies found? The clock starts now. So send your answers, like I said, to the root of all evil 227@gmail.com. Okay, that's where you need to be sending your answers to. That's where the answers need to go. Let me see if y'all doing anything. We got 3 questions going to be we got 3 questions that I'm going to ask today. Well, we already have a winner. We already have, hold on. We have a winner, and the winner is Patsy. The winner is Patsy McKelvey. The winner is Patsy McKelvey. And the answer is West Side and South Side of Chicago. That's where most of these women were found, the West Side and the South Side of Chicago. And so Patsy McKelvey is the winner because she was the first one to give that correct answer. So let me share my screen so you all can see that. Okay, let me share the screen so you all can see that. I'm going to zoom in. There you have it right here. West Side and South Side. That's it. Okay. So now let's get ready for the second question. So with that all being said, and remember, you're playing for a chance to win my ebook, right? Daily vitamins for people drenched in melanin. That's what you're playing to win for those of you who may not know. Okay, so now let's go on to the next one, the next question. Likes up, everyone. Please make sure you're liking and sharing. Please make sure you're liking and sharing. Okay. Why did the Chicago police say that they couldn't say that it's a serial killer? What was the reason they couldn't say that it was a serial killer? 40 seconds, the clock starts now. Why couldn't they say that it was a serial killer? Okay. So let me see what y'all have going on here. Okay, Mr. Hotel won. I believe Mr. Hotel won. Yep, Mr. Hotel's answer came through at 7:05. He is the winner. The answer is they didn't have enough evidence. Okay, quite frankly, they didn't have enough evidence to conclude that it was a serial killer. Here it is right here. The answer came through at 7:05. Okay. So with that all being said, Mr. Hotel, you need to sit down somewhere. I already told you. Okay. So with that all being said, 6'3" Soldier said, not him again, LOL. Naima Ross said, Miss Hotel got a whole library of winning. Justice Guru said, Mr. Hotel should not be eligible because he is part of your staff. He's not part of my staff, honey. Where does he work? He's not one of my moderators. He's not one of my staff. Mr. Hotel, you know what? I'm not going to let you win. I'm going to give somebody else a chance. Because Mr. Hotel, they said, not that they said you're part of the staff. Let me see who else had, let me see who else. Okay, so with that all being said, the next person who said the same thing, no evidence, that would be Leslie Enoch. She also sent her answer in at 7:05. So Leslie Enoch is the person. All right, so let me write that down. Leslie Enoch. Okay, so we got one more question. Leslie Enoch, okay. Now, hold on, let me write down the other person who won too, so I don't forget. And I'll be sending your prizes out, Patsy McKelvey. I'll be sending your prizes out before the day is over. And also, I want to remind you all that Mechee X is going live at 8 o'clock. So make sure you all tune into her video. She's going live at 8 o'clock. I did post the link in the chat. Let me post it again. Let me post it again. Okay, there it is. So Lillian said she enjoys trivia time. Thank you, beloved. Okay, so now we got one more question. So let me make this a good one. Let me make this a good one, beloveds. Hold on. Then we shall make our way there too. Absolutely, mommy. Absolutely. Okay. Let me see. I want this to be a good one. This is the last one. Hold on. Oh, okay. Here's the question. What is the name? What is the name of the professor who had his students in 2020 do stories about the 51 murdered Black women? What was the name of that professor? There was a professor that I talked about, and I gave him a shout out along with Thomas Hargrove, whom I had on the show for an exclusive interview the day before I did the video showing the interview or the confession of the serial killer and all that. But so what was that professor's name? What was the professor's name? 40 seconds and the clock starts now. 40 seconds and the clock starts now. What was that professor's name? Let me see what you all have. Let me see what you all have. If y'all have any of the right answers. All right, we have a winner. We have a winner. The winner is from Martez Sturgis. Piggy Picks. Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. Hold on. Let me write down the winner. Because the answer is John Fontaine or John Fountain. Okay. That's who it is. And so we've already got the winner. So let me go ahead and write that down. And I'll show you all the screen in just a moment. Hold on. I'm looking for what paper did I write it on? Hold on, beloveds. Okay, so here we go. Okay. All right. So with that all being said, Congratulations to the winners. Now let me share my screen so you all can see the winner. All right. Likes up. Everyone, please like and share. You can see right here. Let me scroll down some. Right here, the answer right here. Martez Sturgis. It says, the answer is John Fontaine or Fountain. I'm not sure how he pronounces it. I call it Fontaine, and one of the news reporters called it Fountain. But nevertheless, that's the name. So, okay. With that all being said, listen. I want to thank you all for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. Make sure you like and share this video. Make sure you like and share this video. And if you feel so inclined, if you enjoy the commentary from the Queen of Receipts, the real Queen of Receipts, then please make sure that you subscribe. And if you do subscribe, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified when I go live. Also, please make sure that you go over to my website, QueenAhmadiyyahShakur.com. Please be sure to go over there so that you can subscribe, and then I'll have you added to my email list so that when I send out occasional notifications, that I can send you them as well. Okay, so with that all being said, congratulations again to the winners. Listen, I love you all to life. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to conclude this broadcast. Don't forget to go over to Mechee X's channel and check out her live. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, and never destructive. And it's always destructive when you come for the queen, because when you come for the queen comes right back. All right, or shall I say right black. Also, keep the Most High first in your lives, beloveds. Y'all know I love my royals, okay? With that all been said, I will talk to you all again soon. Until next time, beloveds, peace.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coon. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your
Ahmadiyyah.
skin?
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, given to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are
Getting tired of
exploited.
waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going